You ever feel like when you talk to people now that they're always stressed? I mean, they're always in a rush, they always got somewhere to be, and they just have no time. I feel like I'm talking about 99.9% of the population. There are so many things out there that can really stress us out, increase our anxiety, and just make us not feel so good. And sometimes it's hard to remember those things that make us feel better. Now, obviously we have our big ones, like deaths in the family or chronic illnesses, and those are obviously really hard to overcome. But we also have our everyday stressors, like a bad boss, or just a bad work environment, or just stuff like that. So I'm gonna give you 7 things that can really help lower your stress and lower your anxiety. Now, these are all things that have really helped me personally and really benefited me throughout my life. Now, if you have something different that works for you and you want to share it, please let me know in the comment section below. Number 1 is just managing your time better. This is probably the number 1 thing that really stresses me out. When I'm not organized or I just don't have a plan of the stuff I need to do that day, then I feel really anxious. And the reason is I just feel like I'm wasting time. You know, I want to be productive, I want to do something, but I keep getting distracted and I just don't know what to do. When I started making an actual schedule and an actual plan of everything I need to get done, this really improved my stress and my anxiety, because now I knew exactly what I wanted to get done that day and I was a lot less likely to waste time. Number 2 is to start having a healthy diet. Now, what exactly does it mean to have a healthy diet? You know, on one end you have these carnivores, and on another end you have these vegans. And both of them are claiming that their way is the right way. Well, I don't have all the answers, but I think a lot of it is common sense. You know, avoiding things like avoiding binge drinking, avoiding drugs, and just having a healthy assortment of fruits and vegetables. Obviously, unless you're a carnivore. Just eating healthy in general can really improve our immune system. And I don't know about you, but when I eat a nice home-cooked meal and I know exactly what went into the food, I feel a whole lot better. You know, obviously if I get fries or something else outside, I'll feel good for a short period of time, but I'll feel like crap after. Number 3 is to get good sleep. Now, this isn't just about sleeping 8 hours every night. It's also about sleeping well in those hours. Our sleep is so important, and it's a way our body can recover, it's our way of our muscles recovering, it's our way of our brain functioning well the next day. Now, I made another video on how you can really improve your sleep, and I'm putting a link to that video in the description below. But a big part about sleeping better has to do with your breathing. And this actually brings us to number 4, is to start breathing better. Now, I don't know how you feel about yoga and meditation, but I really want you to focus on their breathing. The biggest way you can improve your breathing is to start breathing through your nose. When you breathe through your nose, you're taking a lot slower, less frequent breaths. Now, not only does this help absorb a lot more oxygen to your whole body and help oxygen get in all the right places, this slow breathing will also stimulate a parasympathetic response in your body. Now, if you remember from biology class, your parasympathetic response is basically your body's way of telling you that it's time to rest and relax. Now, compare that to breathing through your mouth. Your mouth breathing is really fast, shorter breaths, and this is going to be more of a sympathetic response in your body. And again, from biology class, your sympathetic nervous system has to do with more fight or flight. Now, obviously, once in a while, we're going to need that. You know, you never know when you're going to be in that situation where you need to choose to fight or flight. But most of the time, we're going to be in the resting and relaxing stage. Number 6 is to change your scenery. You guys ever go for a walk and just go either by the forest or by a lake, and you just feel like you're one with nature? You hear the birds chirping, you hear the river flowing, and all you're doing is just standing there and listening, and it just takes your mind off of things. Now, I don't know about you, but when I had a really stressful day, or I'm just feeling really anxious, and I go for a walk, and I just feel like I'm becoming one with nature, that really helps me. And all I'm really doing on these walks is just focusing on my breathing and just changing my scenery. This really helps get your mind off everything. And obviously when you come back, you can probably worry about it again, but at least for that short period of time, your mind wasn't stressed out. And who knows, when you come back and focus on your problems, maybe you're approaching it at a different angle, and now you can find a solution that's even better. Number 7 is to not isolate yourself. Guys, if something's stressing you out or something's making you really anxious, you need to talk to someone. When you start keeping everything to yourself and you get all this stuff bottled up, you get all worked up and you form these thoughts in your head, and it's just not good. One of the quickest ways you can get better is to talk to someone. And you gotta talk to someone that you trust. whether that's a family member or a friend, just let it out on them. And just having them listen to you and talk to you from their point of view, it can really help. The last thing on my list is to start exercising. When we exercise, our body releases these endorphins. These endorphins are basically our body's feel-good hormones, meaning they make us feel good. And not only that, again, you're getting this change of scenery. Instead of just sitting in the office all day and then going home and going to sleep, now you have something in between that's a little different. And if your boss is stressing you out that day or really making you mad, you can let it all out at the gym instead of letting it out at someone at home. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked that video, and if you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel below. And I'll see you in the next video.